In the vast expanse of the southeastern Pacific Ocean lies a place of profound mystery and enduring fascination. This is Easter Island, known to its native inhabitants as Rapa Nui. It is one of the most remote inhabited islands on Earth. A tiny speck of land, thousands of miles from the nearest continent. The island's story is one of remarkable human ingenuity, profound cultural expression, and cautionary ecological lessons. Its most famous and enigmatic features are the colossal stone statues known as Moai. These monolithic figures, with their stoic expressions and imposing presence, have puzzled explorers and scholars for centuries. Why were these giant statues built on such a remote island? What purpose did they serve for the Rapa Nui people? The story begins around the first millennium, when Polynesian navigators first set foot on the island. They arrived after a long and perilous journey across the open ocean. These settlers found an island paradise, covered in lush forests and teeming with bird life. For several centuries, their society grew and developed in complete isolation from the outside world. Then, around 1250 AD, a monumental cultural endeavor began. This was the dawn of the Ahu Moai period, the great age of statue carving. The most widely accepted theory is that the Moai are representations of deified ancestors. They were created to honor powerful chiefs and important lineage heads. The Rapa Nui believed these statues were not just stone. They were the living faces of the ancestors. This belief centered on the concept of mana, a mystical spiritual power. Mana was a force that could be inherited and could protect the community. By carving a moai and placing it on a ceremonial platform, or ahu, the ancestors' mana was activated. The statues almost all face inland, away from the sea. They were positioned to watch over the villages and their descendants. Their gaze was a protective one, ensuring fertility, good harvests, and fortune. The size and craftsmanship of a moai likely reflected the prestige and power of the family who commissioned it. A larger statue signified a more powerful and influential ancestor. The process of creating these giants was a monumental undertaking. Carvers used stone tools called toki to chip away the volcanic tuff. Volcanic tuff, while massive, is relatively soft and easier to carve than other stones. Hundreds of moai remain in the quarry at Ranararaku, in various stages of completion. One of the greatest mysteries is how these colossal statues were transported. Some moai were moved up to 11 miles from the quarry. Oral traditions of the Rapa Nui people claim that the statues walked to their platforms. Modern experiments have shown this was possible. Using ropes and a coordinated rocking motion, a team could shuffle a statue upright. Other theories suggest the use of wooden sledges or rollers. This would have required immense amounts of timber. Once a moai reached its ahu, it was raised into a standing position. The final touch was the placement of the eyes. The eyes were made of white coral and red scoria. It was believed that placing the eyes in the sockets brought the statue to life. This act fully imbued the moai with the ancestors' protective mana. Some moai also wore a pukao, a large red stone topknot. These were carved from a separate quarry of red scoria. The pukao may have represented a chieftain's topknot hairstyle. A recent theory suggests an additional, practical purpose for the moai. Soil analysis around the quarry has revealed high fertility. The process of quarrying the volcanic tuff enriched the surrounding soil. This created ideal conditions for agriculture. The Rapa Nui cultivated bananas, taro, and sweet potatoes in these areas. Therefore, the moai left in the quarry may have been seen as guardians of agricultural fertility. This theory complements, rather than replaces, The ancestor worship hypothesis. The Moai could have been both spiritual protectors and agricultural guardians. However, the golden age of Moai building did not last forever. By the 17th century, the practice had largely ceased. The reasons for the decline are complex and debated. A leading theory points to an ecological catastrophe. The island's once lush palm forests had been cleared. This deforestation was likely driven by the need for timber to transport statues and for agriculture. Without trees, the soil eroded and agricultural yields plummeted. Resources became scarce, leading to societal stress. This environmental strain likely triggered intense internal conflict and warfare between clans. During this period of turmoil, a new, dark chapter 4, the Moai began. Clans began to topple the Moai of their rivals. This was an act of profound humiliation, stripping the enemy clan of its mana. By the time Europeans arrived in 1722, many statues were already toppled. Faith in the protective power of the ancestors had waned. As the old religion faltered, a new one emerged, the Unravel cult. This new belief was centered on the creator, God, enigma. It involved an annual competition to retrieve the first egg of the sooty tern. Winner would become the Tangata Manu, or birdman, for the year. This marked a significant shift in the island's spiritual and political landscape. The era of the Moai was over, replaced by a new set of rituals and beliefs. The arrival of Europeans brought further devastation through disease and slave raids. The island's population was decimated, and much of its oral history was lost. Today, the Moai stand as silent witnesses to this complex history. They represent the incredible achievements of the Rapa Nui people. They are a testament to their artistic skill, engineering prowess, and deep spiritual convictions. The mystery of the Moai is not just about how they were built or moved. It is about understanding the society that created them. It's a story of a people who, in complete isolation, developed a unique and sophisticated culture. They channeled their energy into creating some of the most remarkable monuments on the planet. The Moai also serve as a powerful environmental warning. The story of Rapa Nui demonstrates how a society's ambition can lead to the depletion of its own resources. It is a lesson about the delicate balance between culture, ambition, and nature. Archaeological work continues to uncover new details about the island's past. Each discovery adds another piece to the puzzle of the Moai. The full story may never be known, lost to time and turmoil. The statues remain, their enigmatic gaze fixed upon the land they once protected. They are a timeless legacy of human creativity and a somber reminder of our fragility.